Let's go through the quick table calculation known as difference. So I'm going to explain to you the math and the different options it comes with. By the way, this data set is available, so check out the description below. I'm going to build a very simple visualization. Let's bring in profit, like so. And we're going to bring in a date field. So order date, and I'm just going to use the right click drag, let it get in focus there, that one right there. I'm going to right click drag order date into columns, and we're going to pick the continuous quarter, just the one down here. Okay, there you go. Then I'm going to switch this to a bar. And the only reason I'm doing this is just for demonstration. It's just a little bit easier to see. And I'm going to add labels, just this one right here. Like so. So we got these nice, pretty numbers. All right, now let's bring in another profit. So we're going to drop profit in again in here, like so. And then we're going to right click this second one, quick table calculation and difference. So the reason we've done it this way is just more for education purposes. You don't always need this one. This is just to explain the math to you. So a difference quick table calculation is really looking at, for each successive point, what the difference is. So if I look at this first one, right? What's the difference between 11,201 and 3,800? Well, the answer is this one. And then you do it for the next one. What's the difference between 12,000 and 11,000, right? 1,500, and so on and so forth. So sometimes you're going to have a number that is lower in the first one. So for example, 9,000, what's the difference between this one and this one? So it's 9,271 minus 21,726. That's why you end up with this negative value. But the math simply just repeats. Well, sometimes we don't want the difference between two successive points. It could be that, for example, we're measuring temperature and we want to know the fluctuation of temperatures relative to this first number. The way you do that is if you right click on where you've got the quick table calculation and go compute relative to, you have a number of options. You have previous, next, first, and last. Okay, so say I'm using this as my reference point. Okay, and I'm going to change my color here to, let's say, purple. So if you say relative to first, it's going to take what's the difference between 21,000, right, which is this one, and what's the difference between that and this one. If you say previous, you're taking 21,000 relative to this one. If you say next, you're saying 21,000 versus this one. And then if you say last, it's talking about this point right here. Okay, so that is what your relative to means. Now, if you use difference function where you've split this up further using a dimension. So let me show you what I mean. So say you have the category field. Let me just get my tool back. This one right here. And I'm going to bring it into columns. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm splitting it up further. So now what I've got is I've got this as the full table. Then I've got these in Tableau, it's called panes. Each one of these is a pane or a subsection of the full table, right? So whenever we do a quick table calculation, we have to decide, do we want it to apply for the full one? Do we want it to be just a pane? Do we want it to be multiple panes? And so on, right? So for example, if I go in here and go compute using, you'll see it's set to table across. And what I'm going to do actually is go edit table calculation. And as soon as you go here, you're going to now see the pane options. Okay. And it's only ever going to show you the options in compute using that are relevant to the visualization you've designed. So if I go pane across, right, you can see it's actually going and only now showing me for this section right here, right? Which means if I switch it back to table across, what it's doing when it crosses this barrier is that, and let me just kind of move up here a bit better, about here. What it's doing is, if you say table across, it's still going to compute what's the difference between this one and this one, right? But if you say pane, this calculation right here is not going to occur. So let me show you that. Right click, edit, I'm going to go pane across, right? And you see that number there has disappeared because what it's doing is it is not crossing that line into the next pane, right? But what you can do is if you have more sections, you can go just in the pane, or you can go down. You can do all sorts of different directions, just depending on what your needs are for the visualization, right? But that's something you have to consider. But that's basically it when it comes to a difference function. By the way, I teach all of this in detail on my website in Jellyman Education, amongst everything else under the sun when it comes to Tableau desktop, cloud prep, building a portfolio, job guide, everything. It's a crazy amount on the website, so be sure to check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next video.